What's happening, guys? Thank you for joining the live stream, and for those of you that have just come over from the giveaway of the Hex gaming controller, a deserved winner was selected. And just so people know that the giveaways are legit, I'm going to try and get a picture of the winner with the prize. So we've done 3 giveaways now, 2 to everybody and 1 for members only. The next one will be another members only giveaway. The membership is literally like 99 cents per month, which is nothing. And really, for me, that's just going towards the shipping costs for the prizes. So it's not like I'm getting rich off of channel memberships or anything like that. It's just a really good way for you guys to help support the channel and allow me to do more giveaways in the future when I can. Sometimes I get sent stuff and I'm not sure if I can give it away or not. But anyway, this video isn't about giveaways. This video is my first impressions of the Linkbuds S. These have been in the box for a little while, well, since they arrived. I didn't get these in time to do a video at the launch day like a lot of other YouTubers did. So for me, it was a bit difficult to make another review, which people already did a month ago. So instead, my plan is do a live unboxing, give you guys my first impressions of the packaging. Sony have gone very eco-friendly now with pretty much everything they do. And one of the things that I like about more recent products from Sony is the fact that it's very Japanese now. It feels very Japanese, the unboxing experience. And I think that's a great thing from Sony. So we'll do the unboxing. I'll give you guys my first impressions of the Linkbuds S. And then, because I've been using these two for quite a while, I'll highlight all of the differences between these. So these kind of sit either side of these, I believe, in terms of price point. So we'll go through all the highlights in that. And I did knock up a kind of spreadsheet table type thing, which kind of should make it easier to follow and actually help me to structure this in a better way and a more quicker way, because I don't want to take up all of your day with this review. It's not a review. It's not a review. It's an unboxing, impressions, and comparison. Okay, right. Let's get this out of the box. Maybe this angle will be better. Right there. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. So on the top of this, you'll notice Sony really pushed the high-res audio stuff more so than a lot of other brands. I remember when they started highlighting this, like the other brands weren't even mentioning it. And now they're doing this, the same thing with 360 reality audio. This is spatial sound, is what Apple call it. But this is the next step in audio when it comes to personal audio. If you haven't heard 360 reality audio, get a decent pair of headphones, go onto YouTube and listen to Sony's demo of 360 reality audio. As long as your headphones are fairly decent, it will work really well. Check it out, because pretty soon we're going to start to see games using this properly. So it will give you the sense of verticality in the sound, not just left and right that we're used to. You get way more information in the sound with this. So it's really cool if you haven't tried it out. And then these have 6 hours in the buds, 14 hours in the case, and then noise cancelling as well. And if we have a look at the back as well, you'll see here, of course, they have to cater for the Apple community. I'm told that 80% of America use iPhones. I'm not sure if that's still a fact or not, but that's what I heard. We've got Alexa, my favorite. She nearly heard me. Google as well. So these actually support the hot words to wake up the assistant in the buds. So you don't actually have to push a button in order to wake up the AI. All right, anyway, where's my knife? I don't have my knife. I took it downstairs the other day to open the Hoover boxes, or Vax boxes, should I say, to use the Ninja Star. So when I make these unboxing videos, I make this part look way more elegant than it is. Well, I try to. All right. So full cardboard. On there we have the Linkbuds embossed. little flappy bit here that tells you how to get started. So download the app, you can scan the QR code, place the earbuds in your ear, connect your phone up and start listening to music. So that's kind of like some kind of very recycled paper. When I say very recycled paper, I just mean recycled paper. So first impressions of these is they're thinner than the XM4 case, and they're a completely different shape from the other Linkbuds, completely different. Let me show you the difference here from the top down. So this is versus XM4s. So they're thinner than the XM4s. They're not as wide either. They're slightly taller though, however. Check this out. Maybe that way. Slightly taller than the XM4 case, but generally thinner. USB-C charging on the back, and we do have the button to put it into pairing mode, which is something we didn't have on the... no, we do have them. I was about to say we didn't have it. We do have it. Pairing mode there. But check that out. Difference in case thickness there. In terms of height, they're about the same, but the case is definitely thinner than the other Linkbuds, which means they'll fit into the pocket watch pocket on a pair of jeans pretty easily. Before we get into this, let's look what else is in the box here. I love these little boxes. They're so cool. I feel bad throwing them away. So, as you can see, we have these compartments in the side which literally just slide out. This is what I love about this kind of design. So cool. So these are going to be the ear tips. Just your regular silicone ear tips. They do have this kind of ridged area around the lower part of them. Small or super small maybe. Small and large, I guess. These aren't quite as good quality as the XM4 tips. I'll try and show you those in a minute. So I think the XM4s have a slightly more premium tip than these. You got your usual paperwork, and I think this is it's a free trial for 360 Reality Audio. You can get this on Tidal, so if you have Tidal, you can listen to it straight away. And here we have a little charging cable, the world's smallest charging cable maybe. It's a USB-A to USB-C cable. Yeah, so that's that. And that's everything that comes with it in the box. All cardboard, except for the silicone tips. These are actually really nice. You could actually paint that and, you know, keep your USBs in there or something, or memory cards or something. I probably will keep that. Let's get a look at the actual buds. So it looks like there's an LED light on the front, and there is, yeah. Very nice. Very clean design. If you look at this compared to the other, the premium XM4s, these look way more streamlined. Maybe even slightly more futuristic. And you can see there, we've got the wear detect sensor, the contact points for charging. Let's take the tip off here. The drive is actually set back inside that tube there, and there's a mic there on the inside. You have that grill here on the outside, so that's going to be where your ANC mics are, behind that little grill there, which is pretty cool. And they've kept it silver as well, so it's really sort of low-key in terms of styling, and that's pretty cool. And there's a little embossed Sony on the side here, similar to the embossed style on the lid of the cardboard, so it kind of carries over. That's really cool. And then in the case itself, quite simple really. Place that on there. Oh, on there, on there. Lights up orange to say is connected to the case again, and that's it. Let's see how easy it is to connect it to the phone. And I hope there's not a really long update because sometimes with these new products there is. So I'm lucky enough to still have this here with me at the moment. This is the Pro I from Sony. I haven't got the not XM4, am I talking about? 1.4. They haven't sent me that for review yet. To be honest, it's so far past the launch date now. If I did make a video, I'm not sure if anyone would watch it. So let's see how easy these are to connect. Straight away, tap to register. Didn't even have to search through any lists. Alright, so in terms of comfort, straight away, I can tell you because I was using these just before I did the previous live stream. I was using both of these earbuds. These feel as comfortable as these, but the ANC, like it kicked in straight away, sounds as good as these. Well, I don't know, there's not much noise in here at the moment. So what's happening here now? Okay. Oh, I think I just confused it because I brought these over. Tap to register. Oh, now, okay. Fantastic. AI is going crazy right now. So I'm getting the pairing notification, but then we're having some difficulties here getting it connected. Let's try and do it manually. Yeah, so we can manually see them here in the Bluetooth settings. So once these are set up, they do have pop-up pairing. So like this, you'll see this whenever you open the case. And you can set up your Google Assistant on here. And yeah, something that Sony have introduced here on the app now is this kind of awards for activity, how much you're using the earbuds. And this actually gives Sony permission to see when you're using the earbuds, how much you're using them, what features you're using and what features you're not using. So one of the features that we don't have on the more recent Sony earbuds is NFC, which is something that they used to use a lot. So that was the one-touch pairing functionality. So you could literally tap the buds to the back of a device that had NFC and it would auto pair. But although it's a great feature, why spend money on it if nobody's using it? And I think that's why they've kind of stripped it out of these modern day earbuds. Anyway, I'm not going to set that up for now. I'm not going to set up 360 reality for now, and we're going to go to the dashboard and have a look at what we have available to us here, and I'll show you that spreadsheet that I made in a little bit as well. Okay, let's not use the assistant for now, and there is indeed an update. Fantastic. All right, so while this update is going, I'm going to show you this little spreadsheet that I made that's going to highlight the differences between the three earbuds that I have here from Sony. So check this out. I knocked this up about 10 minutes before the previous live stream. You can't see the bottom right hand corner, so that's fantastic. Right, so the new Linkbuds S actually sit in the middle when it comes to price between these two. So $150 for the Linkbuds original ones. So these ones here, very niche earbuds. These are for people who want earbuds that allow you to listen to what's happening all the time. And it's specifically for people who do not want noise cancelling and actually want the opposite of noise cancelling, because with these, you don't even get passive noise cancelling because the drivers are open ring drivers and they leave a space for you to hear through the middle. Now these are great for when I'm walking the dog and stuff, because I can listen to a podcast or listen to some music. But one area that they're not fantastic in is volume. Because of that extra noise you're getting from outside, you kind of feel the need to turn it up as high as it can go, but they only go so far. So it depends on your environment, where you listen and stuff like that. So those are the cheaper ones. The Linkbuds S sit in the middle, and then of course you've got the premium XM4s, and I do expect XM5s to be available soon as well. When it comes to materials, so because the XM4s are from like the little while before all these companies have started to go very, very eco-minded with the construction, not just of the packaging, but of the actual product itself. I believe these are made from just your regular sort of materials like composite plastics and stuff like this. Whereas the other two, the Linkbuds range, these two are made from a unique material, which is actually made up of used car parts and bits of stone and stuff like that. So these, although they look nice and new and very premium quality, and they are, these were actually once Japanese and American cars driving around on the roads creating pollution. So yeah, it's kind of a circle of life. Anyway, yeah, so in terms of weights, there's going to be a weight difference between these three earbuds as well. With the new Linkbuds, again, they sit in the middle between the other two. So I'm just checking this update. I want to give you guys my first impressions of the sound quality, but if this is going to take like hours to do, might have to come back another day for that. But we'll go through the rest of the differences between these earbuds. So the new Linkbuds, 4.8 grams per bud. In terms of size, they're quite similar to the other Linkbud size. So you see there, the other Linkbuds are definitely smaller actually. The original ones, definitely smaller. But the weight, so yeah, so I guess they go in order of size and weight. So Linkbuds original are the smallest and the lightest at 4.1 grams per bud and 34 gram for the case. So together you're looking at just over 40 grams. In the middle we have the Linkbuds, the new Linkbuds S. Oh, and S, this is important. S, by the way, stands for silent. Not many people know that, but I asked Sony and that's what they told me. Anyway, yeah, so in the middle is the Linkbuds S. When it comes to weight, these weigh in 4.8 grams per bud, 35 grams extra with the case, and then the heaviest by far, the buds on these XM4s, the individual bud itself is 8.5 grams. That's double the weight, so that's the same weight as both of the original Linkbuds. For one of those equals both the weight together on there. So that, when it comes to wearing, when it comes to comfort and stuff like that, the weight does make a difference. If you're on a long flight or something like this and you're not moving around a lot, the weight doesn't make a lot of difference. But if you're walking around, getting on and off buses or going to the gym and stuff like that, the weight will play a factor. And in those cases, I definitely recommend the Linkbuds S over the XM4s, just because they're going to be more comfortable. There's going to be less movement when they're sort of rocking around. Yeah, so, and I will say actually for the gym, these ones are not fantastic for me anyway, because the way they fit in the ear is not the most secure. They're good for like walking and stuff like that, because when they're in, they feel like they're not even there. But the I think these ones so far, the three here, would be the best ones for gym and activities and where you're moving around a lot. Okay, cool. Let's talk battery life. So when it comes to battery life, 6 hours in the new Linkbuds S and 9 hours with ANC off. So that's really quite impressive. But again, that's middle tier. In fact, everything here kind of seems to be middle tier with the Linkbuds S between these two. So the XM4s have an outstanding 8 hours with additional 12 hours with additional 12 hours with 12 hours with ANC off. And then with the Linkbuds, because they're the smallest and they have the smallest batteries on board, this is the open back Linkbuds, 5.5 hours, no ANC, so it's just 5.5 hours. When it comes to recharge times, again, the new one takes 2 hours to fully charge the buds and then 3 hours to fully charge the case. Class leading again is the XM4s with the recharge speeds, 1.5 hours for the buds, 3 hours for the case. And this also has a unique feature that the others do not, and that is the ability to charge wirelessly on the back of a device or on a charging mat. The other two earbuds do not have that feature. And quite similar charge speed with the Linkbuds to the XM4s. And this is a big difference now, so I'm going to show you guys close up the difference. So with the new Linkbuds, we have a 5mm driver, slightly smaller than the premium XM4s. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Recently, Sony launched the XM5 over-ear headphones, and they actually opted to put smaller drivers in there than the previous year, but better quality drivers. So just the fact that they've gone smaller here by 1mm might not be a big deal, especially if they're using a new, more upgraded driver inside the new Linkbuds S. With the XM4s, as I just mentioned, we have a different style tip here. Hopefully you can see it because it's very dark. It's not set back as far as the Linkbuds S, but it's bigger in size in diameter by 1mm. So 6mm driver there on the more expensive XM4. And then the biggest driver of them all, and it needs to be because there's a lot of sound escaping, this is a 10mm driver all the way around the outside. Interesting design, very interesting design. I wonder how these would sound if they did have a back on them, because they'd probably sound pretty epic. I wonder if they should have designed a thing that you could kind of click on the back here to make it a closed driver. That would have been interesting. But yeah, so that's the driver sizes. And then this is important as well. A lot of people don't even mention this in their reviews, and that's the frequency response of the earbuds. So that's like how deep it can get when it comes to bass, and how high it can get when it comes to the high-end sounds like vocals even, and sort of high-pitched instruments and stuff like that. So the Linkbuds S and the XM4s both support LDAC, LDAC being Sony's own method of streaming high-res audio to the earbuds at 96 kilohertz frequency length. You get 20 hertz to 40 kilohertz in terms of audio playback quality, whereas on the Linkbuds with the hole in the middle, you only get 20 to 20, 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. And that's probably because it doesn't have the closed back on it. So yeah, when it comes to actual sound quality, the Linkbuds S and the XM4s are going to sound better. That's just how it is. And the transfer of the update is on 2%. Fantastic. So it looks like I won't be giving you guys my first impressions of the earbuds just yet, and I may actually have to make a review on these at some point anyway. Nice. Okay, anyway, let's talk about some of the standout features for each one of these, and then we'll get to wrapping this up. And I just want to say thank you guys for being here. I'll check the comments real quick. Talking so much, I need a drink and there's no water in here. Okay. Let me check the comments real quick. Hi, Joe sir, you tried the Linkbuds in a shop. They let you try them in a shop? They're better than the XM4s, clearer audio and on par with ANC. Also comically light. Oh yeah, that's something we could do. Funny enough, check this out. This should be interesting. Let's see how comically light they are. So over here, actually maybe this is a better angle. I have a scale, kitchen scale. And we can actually weigh these things if I can figure out how to reset these. I review a lot of tech, but I can't figure out these scales. Here we go, let's reset them. Maybe this top down would be better. You guys can see that? They don't let us try earbuds in shops over here because I guess they can't resell them after that. But anyway, let's see how light they really are. So let's do the XM4s first. Oh. XM4s, 7 grams this time. Maybe that's because the ear tip wasn't on there. So 7 grams XM4. Let's go with the original Linkbud 4. And then new Linkbud also 4. That's interesting. According to these scales, these aren't the most precise scales in the world, but close enough. So yeah, you're right, they are incredibly light, because I use the Linkbuds quite a lot, and quite often I'd forget that I was wearing them. I'd be walking around the house and legit forget that I was wearing those Linkbuds. So if they're that light, I would imagine they are the same. The only thing is these, because they have passive noise cancelling with the seal you get from the silicone tips, you'll know you're wearing them. Whereas the other ones, you kind of can still hear everything normally. I see. Right, anyway, let's look at some of the standout features. And then, hopefully, if I don't get to try these out, we'll just have to wrap it up. Okay, so you can't see in the bottom right corner. I don't want to mess around with the streaming thing because it will probably mess everything up. But so the real difference here between these 3 different earbuds from Sony right now is, of course, the price is a big one. It's not much in it though, like 20 quid between them. Yeah, so each step up is about 20 quid, 25 quid roundabout. So with the new Linkbuds S, some of the new features, actually I wrote, funny enough, let me show you this. These are my notes from when they did the press brief, and I had the embargo date set and everything. So I actually have some of the notes that they were telling us about these earbuds. So check this out. These are some stats for you from Sony Direct, so don't kill me if they happen to be wrong. But this is what I have written down here. In terms of size, these Linkbuds are actually 41% smaller than the XM4s, and they're 33% lighter. There's a new wind reduction design, so the mics on board. One of the areas that wasn't the strongest for the Sony XM4s was the mics. The mics are decent, but maybe the placement wasn't good, so they specifically mentioned the wind reduction design on the Linkbuds S. Also, there's a new adaptive sound control, and there's also, I think it's an auto volume. So basically, using the exterior mics, it can kind of level out your audio depending on the noise around you. So auto volume mode. There's the voice assistant. We still got the IPX4 rating, so I believe all of these are IPX4. Not suitable for swimming, but certainly for walking in the rain, if that's what you want to do. I was recommended to listen to Jamming by Bob Marley with these, so maybe that's the track I'll listen to if these ever actually update. Yeah, let's see how that's going. 35%. So what else did they mention? ABS car parts, some stone. So Sony's mission, if you didn't know this, is to be zero effect on the environment by 2050. That's their goal. That's what products like these are all about, helping them get there. Speak to chat functionality is available as well. So if you're on a plane or a train and someone comes down the aisles asking for your tickets, or if you want a drink or something, all you need to do is just start talking and it will stop the music, and then you can talk, and it will turn on the exterior mic so you can hear who you're talking to and what they're saying to you. As soon as you stop talking, it will start the music again. Now, the problem with this is if you happen to sing or even hum along to music, that could trigger the speak to chat functionality. So you might want to switch that on and off when you feel it is needed and when it's not needed. On a plane is good, it's handy, because most of the times you're just sitting there watching a film or something, and you'll only talk when you need something, or yeah. So it's a good feature, it is a good feature. What else did I write here in my notes? The color, interesting fact for you. The color here, that's called ecru. Ecru. Never heard anything else called ecru in color before. Yeah. I think we should probably start wrapping this up now, because these aren't updating. I didn't want to ruin the unboxing experience by taking them out and updating and putting them back in. I wanted to keep it very authentic, but now I'm paying the price for that because it's on 42%, and I reckon it's going to take another half an hour to fully charge. So yeah, let's run through again just quickly the differences, some of the key differences. XM4s, you do get Qi wireless charging. You also get the special foam tips, which are really cool. So they look like, let me show you here. Uh-oh. One camera has died. Apologise. We only got two cameras now. Two cameras and desktop. So that's the special foam tips. They're kind of like a comply foam with a sort of rubber seal in the center. So that helps with passive noise cancelling a lot. You also have Bluetooth. So on the new ones, you have Bluetooth LE. So it's ready for Bluetooth LE. And this is a new Bluetooth standard that opens the door to a lot of new features. And I think a lot of people don't realize how much of a game changer this is going to be, because Bluetooth LE means that you can go into like a gym or something like that, and the gym can broadcast, let's say, a radio station or a playlist to the entire gym floor, and everybody with Bluetooth LE compatible earbuds can tune in like a radio station to that Bluetooth LE signal. And there's also another really cool feature when it comes to Bluetooth LE, which is the possibility of being able to stream the audio from your earbuds to the person next to you. So if you're on a plane and you've both got the Sony Linkbuds, let's say, and they do unlock this feature in the future, which they could do with a software update, you could be watching a movie together with one of you having the sort of the main connection, and that's passing signal to the next person. I don't know what the latency will be like on that kind of pass-through activity, but Bluetooth LE does reduce latency, so hopefully it would be watchable. You could definitely listen to music together or something like that with Bluetooth LE. So that's a big deal for the Linkbuds S, which we don't have. As far as I know, we don't have with the other two. Okay. Yeah, the other thing I already mentioned, the adaptive sound control on the new Linkbuds S. The real selling point and the unique thing for the original Linkbuds, which are these ones, is the sort of always aware feature. I guess we can call it that. It's that hole right through the middle. So no passive noise cancelling at all. You can always hear what's going on, which means hopefully you'll never get hit by a bus if you're going for a jog or you're riding a bike or something like that. So those are the main differences between these. They're all good choices. I think for me, these new ones feel as comfortable as the Linkbuds, but as substantial as the bigger ones. And even the passive noise cancelling alone is very, very good. But you know what? I can listen to these even while they're updating. So let's do this Bob Marley jamming and see how it sounds. Here we go, master quality. Clarity is fantastic. Very good spatial sound as well. Bass is good. Detail is actually fantastic. Very impressed. All right, so I'm going to have to put these through a few more tests, but if you look at my table here, I've given the XM4s a 7 out of 10 for comfort and the Linkbuds 8.5. I will put these up here with the Linkbuds 8.5 for comfort. And when it comes to sound quality, as good as the XM4s. I will have to test them a bit more with different genres and stuff like that, but straight off the bat, they feel very nice. They sound very nice as well. So sound quality is on par with XM4s. I'll let you know, give you an update on if my opinion on that changes. ANC, again, is hard to say. There's a little bit of road noise, computer noise in here, but to fully know how good the ANC is, I'm going to have to run a few more tests on that. I would expect them to be pretty good, I have to say, especially because the exterior mic is in a very good location and the interior mic as well is tucked away inside. The understanding that the earbuds will have of the difference and being able to block out the ambient noise, it might be able to do it more effectively because it does have the same tech, the V1 chip and stuff like this that the XM4s have. Let me check the comments and then we'll get to wrapping this up. Appreciate you guys for sticking around. I know it's a bit long-winded. Yeah, they're very good. The bass, I'll tell you what, straight away, the first thing that stood out is the clarity, then the bass, and then I started picking up loads of little details in the music because it's the master version of the track on Tidal. It's got way more information in the music. So, and because I'm playing it off the Sony Pro I, it's going to use the LDAC. As long as you set it to prioritize quality, it's going to use LDAC as the codec, which is transferring at a higher bit rate than the regular codecs that most earbuds use. So you get that high-res audio, 24-bit, 40 kilohertz. I think it's down sampled to 40 kilohertz, so it's really cool. Yeah, thank you to everyone that's here. Appreciate it. This video will be live. I might have to try and edit it down a bit. It will stay on the channel as a sort of video, even though it's live now, if you get what I mean. Cool. Last thing I'll do before we go, shout out to the winner, Matt, who won this controller, his own controller. We'll look at Sony's standout features on the website, and I'll just give you my opinion on these in case I forgot anything. So yeah, the environmental thing, they kind of grind these cars down into pellets and stuff, melt it all down and turn them into these earbuds. So we've got high-res audio, sizes compact, comfortable and secure. This is the ambient sound control, so whatever you're doing, it adjusts on the fly intelligently, the sound quality. I'm going to have to test out the call quality, see if it is better than the XM4s and if it's better than the other Linkbuds. The other Linkbuds were actually designed with sort of work from home kind of scenarios in mind, so I would imagine these have the same sort of tech. So what's this? The V1 chip. So this is the same chip they use in the XM4s, which improves the noise cancelling. And then of course we've got the high res audio with LDAC. DSEE Extreme, so this is the digital signal engine enhancement engine. So that is a bit of software that basically takes your compressed MP3s and attempts to add extra information in to bring back some of the details. So yeah, that kind of upscales lower quality music. But nowadays I think with 4G, 5G, things are fast enough that we can actually stream better quality music without having to worry about listening to the lower compressed stuff. And here's a little hack for you guys if you're watching this. If you have a VPN, you can appear as if you're in another country. And these streaming services, music streaming services, charge different prices in different countries. So if you're somewhere in Europe, let's say, you might find you can save a ton of money on a family plan. A family plan might actually cost you less than a single plan here in the UK or even in the US. So definitely worth checking out a VPN. I can recommend one for you guys in the comments. Yeah, so you can see here the better mobility. So this is to do with helping people with hearing issues. Microsoft have this soundscape thing, which is a new thing which Sony have kind of leaned into with the previous Linkbuds. We've got the app, which is phenomenal. I don't have time to show you guys all the features on the app because there's so many, but it's really cool. I've done that in my other videos, and I might actually do a video on these as well, full video, so I'll explain those. Yeah, the one feature actually I didn't speak about with these have, which the other two don't have, is when they're in, you can actually tap the side of your ear, not actually the bud, to control the touch controls. It picks up like the vibration on the side of your head, so even if you tap just here, it will pick it up, whereas the others don't do that. Control it with your voice. Spotify tap, so this is a new feature again, which works seamlessly with Spotify. That's if you use Spotify as your main streaming service. I use Tidal and Deezer, so it's not a massive deal for me. Next gen Bluetooth, I told you guys about that. The LE, that's a big deal. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Water resistant, 20 hours maximum playback with the case and the recharge in the case. 5 minutes gives you 60-minute playback, which is good traveling to and from work. Yeah, test out 360 reality audio. I think we're going to wrap this up now. Next giveaway is channel members only. Channel membership is like £1 a month, or not even that. So if you do want to join, you're in with a good shot of winning. And thank you guys for being at this live stream unboxing, first impressions. Very impressed with these so far. Maybe even more impressed once the update it finally goes through. And yeah, 77% now. Don't want to take up any more of your time. Thank you, channel members here and all the new people here on the channel. Come back for more tech reviews, news, tips and tricks. There is some exciting Sony news at the end of this month, which I can't talk about yet. So come back for that. Hopefully I get to test that out before or at the same time as everybody else. See you in the next one. Don't be late.